All right, so I wanted to take the opportunity to kind of take this Ford Escape into the off-road. It is not a four-wheel drive, so I got to be kind of careful, but it does perform quite well. Well, that looks like a steep drop that I'm not gonna try and attempt to go down, especially not in a rental vehicle. So scratch that idea. Hello everyone. This week's rental is the Ford Escape Active. This is Ford's compact SUV. Sits probably right below the Ford Edge, which is slightly bigger. So this one comes with 17-inch rims, decent amounts of ground clearance. Looks pretty sleek and nice. Take a full look around. Front is the honeycomb shape, and under the hood is an inline 3 turbocharged engine. Which provides decent amount of power. Let's go ahead and take a look around the rest of the vehicle. Nothing too much to write home about. Standard styling, Ford styling. Let's see here. Push button automatic open, which is nice. Can hold about 3, and then you could probably stack. The seats do come down for more storage space. It has 12 volts for outlet. I do like the fact that it does have a push button to close. That's really nice. All right, so let's hop in the back and see how comfortable it is. All right, not too bad. Back about half a fist knee room. Nothing too fancy. I like how it's really high. The roof line is really high, so taller folks will not feel cramped. It's pretty cavernous back here. On the sides, really plastic material, nothing special. Over on the side, middle compartment does have air vents and also USB-C plugs as well, 2 of them. And then center comes down along with, so this seat's 3 in the back or 2 with the armrest. All right, let's hop in the front and see what's going on up there. Okay, so as I hop into the front, sorry, I already have the car door started, or the car started. Does have a engine push button start, which is nice. And this model does come with full digital instrumental gauges, so kind of neat, a little bit different, a little bit of getting used to, but I think it does fall in line with the Ford Escape and the Mustang EV. So it's going towards that trend where Ford is having mostly digital gauge clusters and things like that. So I really like the steering wheel. It's leather wrapped, nice and comfortable. Not too much on here. You have your button to open the back, and you have your brightness dial, and then your light controls as well to automatic. And then on the side you have your automatic windows controls, and some storage area right here. Driver's side does have automatic seat adjustments, so front, back, and tilts. No up and down, but the seats are surprisingly comfortable. These cloth seats, they are comfortable, so that helps out in the long road trips that you may take in this vehicle. Up at the top, you have your sunglass, and then you have your push button, which I like. Push buttons, or if you want, okay, it has physical controls as well too. So moving on down, you have your rear view mirror, which I kind of find for SUVs, this is kind of small, but it does do the job, I guess. You still have some blind spots that you have to look out for, but overall it's great. There's no dimming feature at night or anything like that. You're greeted with a pop-up. This looks like a 8-inch screen, which is touchscreen. So this kind of reminds me of the CX-5 or the CX-30, the Mazda, how the way it pops up. It doesn't really protrude, so you're good with that. Doesn't interfere with anything. Moving on down, you have your music controls, volume knob, tune, forward and back. You have your air vents. Down here you have your AC and heater controls, and then down in the inside right here you have storage space to put your phone, and then a USB-A and USB-C along with a 12-volt direct input. Over towards the center you have your gear knob, so no more shifter knobs. It's just the circle. It's either reverse, neutral, drive. You have your button for emergency parking. Over here you have your drive mode button, which if you press, it will cycle you through, which is weird. I keep on thinking it should come up on the gauge, but when you press the button, it comes up on the infotainment. You have normal, eco, sport, and slippery. So there's no this base trim doesn't have all-wheel drive, so it's a front-wheel drive orientation. All right, so middle console, decent size. Middle console storage area. Oh, big glove compartment, which is really nice. Overall, it's very utilitarian. Nothing really premium. I think the most premium is this leather wrapped steering wheel. I really like it. I can't overstate that enough. Everything is hard plastic, or this is soft plastic actually. It looks like hard plastic, and then hard plastic trim. So overall, very nice and spacious cockpit mount, combined with the comfortable ride, gives you a nice cabin feel. So let's take this Ford Escape onto the road and see how it performs. Alright, so how does the Ford Escape perform on the road? It is quite good. Steering and braking is very responsive. It feels a little bit more like a sedan, which is expected to with a compact SUV category. The gas mileage is pretty good as well too. On a full tank, it's showing that I have roughly 475 miles to empty, and I've been averaging on the open highway 25.7 miles, which is pretty decent. I think it could be a little bit better. I think also the inline 3 turbocharged engine definitely helps out with the mileage, and then also the weight as well too. So I looked it up, and I was surprised to find out that the base model, which is this model, is roughly 3,200 pounds, which is very, very light for a compact SUV, or just an SUV period. I mean, that's more like sedan, like Japanese import sedan type. So I don't know if that was a typo or not, but I was surprised at that. So I think that helps. The weight helps with the mileage and also the engine. So having said that, the engine is pumping out, I believe it's pumping out 180 horsepower and close to 200 pound torque. So plenty of power, and on all ranges, low end and higher end as well. I really have no complaints. It's able to pass those vehicles on the road and merge into traffic pretty well. So there is a inline 4 turbocharged variant that pumps out like 250. I think it's the ST line. So that would be pretty impressive to drive, and the driving experience would be a lot more engaging with that. This with the 180 is more of a bland driving experience, even though this is supposed to be a compact SUV that acts more like a sedan. So if you have a chance, then I would opt for the 250. But overall, no issues with the power and the engine. Probably the only issue would possibly be the suspension. It's a little bit on the stiffer side. I wish it would be a little bit more soft, but the comfortable seats do kind of absorb some of that. But overall, I haven't on a long 200-mile road trip, I haven't encountered any the stiffness doesn't really bother me too much. So Safety wise, you're just gonna get your lane departure, and it's not even lane departure. It just, if you could just cross the lanes without turning on your signals, it's just gonna vibrate. It doesn't actually counter steer you to keep you within the lanes. So that, and then it does have blind spot detection on the side view mirrors, which is decent. I wish that they had adaptive cruise control with collision and collision avoidance, and also and a proper lane departure system. Good ride height. It is good visibility as well. This is a front-wheel drive oriented SUV, so no all-wheel drive is an option. So this can probably go on to some fire trail, light off-roading fire trails, but I think it has a lower ground clearance than the Ford Escape or the Ford Bronco SUV. So you may not be able to go like completely off-road, but it's sufficient to go on dirt roads and fire trails and things like that. So overall, I think this is a decent rental. Like I said, really nothing to write home about. Ford has tried to make this driving experience like more like a sedan, or sports car like a Mustang, but it doesn't even come close to anything like that. So don't expect it, anything like that. All right, thanks for watching, everyone. See you next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe and give me some comments. Until next time, bye now.